Dan RadioStyle. Hope everybody is doing awesome. 7 ways to attract your specific person. A lot of us are trying very hard to create that specific someone in our life or get them back or maybe try to get something started. Want to get this party started, y'all, right? So we want to try to get the action happening between our special person or significant other and ourselves. These are 7 things that can make an enormous difference. And some of them, a lot of us think maybe we're doing better than others. I suspect that it's probably a good idea to, no matter what, no matter if you're a black belt in any one of these 7, spend a little more time practicing your kata. Spend a little more time practicing your form, and I bet you might find that there's maybe still a couple little hidden gems hiding in there. Number 1, be confident in yourself. It's huge. First off, nobody likes someone that's not confident, someone that's constantly questioning. It's not, well, no one, but it's like such a harsh thing to say, right? Like, you're a horrible person because you're so unsure of yourself. And it's like, that's just going to make it worse for them. Though it is kind of how us pushed out tends to work, by the way. But being confident in yourself, if you believe in yourself, others are definitely going to follow and believe in you as well. It's how it progresses. That's how things occur. When you like, I can do this, I know I got this, you come across as confident. When you feel like you've got to tell everybody you're confident, sometimes that gets into a different little place, right? Sometimes those are people that aren't really confident and they feel like they have to prove to everyone, or they're people that don't feel they're getting what they expect as far as people's respect back, right? They're not getting that, so they feel like they've got to kind of put up a front or something. Again, there's ways that these things can manifest where we're not quite being confident. We think we are. We think we're confident. We tell ourselves we're confident. It's like, well, yeah, but your behavior is not. If you really were confident and realize that you're the leader, for example, you don't need to tell people you're the leader. Just be the leader. Make decisions, back them up. If people fight you and then you have the discussion, you pull them aside. It doesn't need to be a big thing for everyone else. You're not trying to flex your manager muscles. You're leading. That's how it works. Just do it. Get in the front seat and start driving, man. If people want to hop in the back, awesome. Be confident, though. Own it. Because when it comes to your special person, of course you're good enough. Of course you are what they are looking for. You have to be. Be confident in that. If you're not, why are you going after them? If you don't believe that from the get-go, you definitely are right for each other. That's why you love each other. That's why you love them. That's why it's such a powerful, strong, chemistry-like feeling. So kind of understand that, yes, I am good enough. Yes, I am what they're looking for. Yes, I am good enough for their moms. For a lot of you that maybe have these caste situations, or however it's defined properly, when you have someone choosing who you're going to get married, then maybe that's one of the things you try to manifest is their mothers will like you, right? Because I think if the mother likes you, and then she'll like, oh, okay, I'll choose you for my son. That sounds wonderful. All right, number 2, focus on the positive. Let go of these negative thoughts. Just let go of them. Don't fight them. Don't try to say, oh, I don't want to have negative thoughts. Oh, no negative thoughts. No negative thoughts. Right? You're just going to have more negative thoughts if you do that. Focus on the positive ones, all. Just give more power. Pat yourself on the back when you have them. Think of them more often intentionally. What's a positive thought that works towards your specific person in you? Spending time together, seeing the sunset together, raising children together, buying a home together, building the family, being part of the community, whatever your vision is of this happy home that you're trying to build, this happy relationship you're working on with this specific person. Think of those concepts, regardless of where things are at this very second, right? I get, well, but he's or she's dating someone and he's doing this and he won't respond to stop worrying about right this second. Stop. I don't care. Honestly, whatever is happening right this very second was created by you yesterday, and I don't really care what it is right now. What I'm talking about helping here is your tomorrow. So stop focusing on what you're seeing right now, because you're going to create that again for you tomorrow, and your right now is from the thoughts you had yesterday, right? What you were focused on yesterday created your right this second, which sucks or is good or isn't good or wherever you're at in it. And by focusing more on what you have right this second, your tomorrow is going to have more of what you have right this second. Focus on what you would like to experience, what you would like the relationship to be, where you would like it to get to. Spend time putting energy on that, and more energy on that will come back to you. It's reciprocal. I think that's probably right. Yes, maybe. It bounces back at least. It's a ripple effect for sure. We'll debate the other word later. So, focus on the positive. Makes a huge difference. Number 3, love without fear of getting hurt. This is a big one for many of us. I was single for a long time, and this was a big part of that. That fear of being vulnerable again. That fear of letting them possibly hurt you again. That fear of being possibly hurt again can be traumatizing, can be paralyzing, can be a lot of things to people. You cannot successfully do it unless you just commit to it. You can't. You won't be successful at it if you sort of half do it and don't give it your full heart and don't fully open yourself up and aren't truly authentic with the person you're trying to be with because you're worried about getting hurt. You can't be a good, healthy relationship if you're not able to just take that chance again. And that's a decision you've got to make. And really that's what it comes down to, is just saying, yeah, I might get hurt. I might get hurt, but I might experience love. And I'll tell you what, love is that. That's that vulnerability of love. There is that chance of getting hurt. There is that chance. But there's also that chance that you get that love and it just lasts forever and you continue to love each other and you become best friends and you just grow old together in life and just enjoy every last moment that you've got being with each other. That's a pretty awesome idea when you think about it. So love without that fear of getting hurt. That fear of getting hurt is what's going to get you hurt, first off. Second off, it's going to keep you from actually truly loving, which will keep you from what you really want. Just say, you know what? That's right. I could get hurt again. I might. Take that step. Number 4. Oh, right? Have fun. Seriously. Have fun with this. There's so many people that are so hardcore on having to do this and having this like a regimented thing, and I've got to keep putting energy towards it. And they're like, dude, what'd you do today that was fun? Well, nothing. I focused for about 14 hours on my specific person. I did all these different techniques, 55 times, and the cups, and I did the imagining from and living in the end, and then I wrote a bunch of stuff, and I added a bunch of pictures to my vision board. So, pretty much spent the entire day on that. Yeah, but did you do anything fun? No, not really. But I was like, I got a lot of real good energy towards me and my specific person getting back together. Right, but are you enjoying life in any way, shape, or form? No, but, I'm putting good energy out there. No, you're really not as much as you think. If you're having fun, if you're loving life, if you're enjoying the moment, especially if it's a breakup situation, and they see you smiling, talking to your friends, enjoying yourself, especially if it's true. Oh my God. It's one of those things where when you're watching that and you've broken up with someone, you're like, look at them. They're already happy. They've already moved on without me. Like, how did they move? Like, didn't we have something special? But you start getting them thinking about it. Now they're like, I thought, wow, how did she just move on so quickly? Like, she's just happy. Like, we just broke up like 3 days ago and she's laughing and having a good old time. Now, of course, in reality, she's over there talking to them, trying to laugh, but inside she's like, I'm just trying not to cry. I know. But it's funny how things play out when it looks like everything is going groovy on the outside. So have fun, man. If you're not enjoying yourself, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice, to say the least, and you're kind of missing the whole point of life. Like, we're supposed to really enjoy life, and if everything's all about manifesting this person, well, you've already created such a strong separation, that's going to cause a problem for you too. So let's just start with enjoying ourselves for now and then try to see what you can work into your day, such as spending some time living in the end or any of those kinds of things. But that's not the end all be all. It's about enjoying yourself and your day first and then all this other good stuff. Have fun. Number 5, see the positive. Focus on the good things about your SP. So this is one of those things where sometimes we get lost in seeing our specific person. Like, we'll imagine them, but then we get caught off on how they're with a third party, or we're looking at them and then we go down the path, they never have a job, or we go down the path of they're always sick, or we go down the path, whatever the thing is that is maybe causing the problem, or they're just horrible people. I'll just throw it out there. Focus on the things that we'd like to see happen. And as I've frequently talked about, even if there's a specific person, focus on what real love should be for you. And if they happen to fit it, cool, but it's not really the focus of it. It's more of what's good for me as a person. What kind of traits do I need in a man that will work for me? Are they sensitive? Are they funny? Are they smart? Do they family? Like, what is their thing? Job, security? Like, what are the things that really, really, really matter? Make sure you're holding that vision. Focus on those things, and you'll be surprised how often your SP just seems to fall in line with what it is that really matters to you. And that gets back to self-love too, in a big way. What really matters to you, what really makes a difference to you, that's looking at number one. And I don't mean in a selfish way. I don't mean like, but by taking care of yourself, it's like the airplane that's losing pressurization and you've got a child next to you, right? You want to keep that child alive more than anything. But what's unfortunate is if you don't get your mask on, that child's probably going to die and you will too. So you've got to take care of that. The drowning victim, the same thing. If you're not a strong swimmer, most drowning victims will push down on whoever it is that's trying to save them and drown the person that's trying to rescue them because they're panicked and they're trying to use you as a life raft and they just push you underwater. So again, sometimes make sure we're taken care of. Love yourself enough first, and then you will be surprised at what you're able to get into your life when two people that actually are healthy and happy and whole and loving themselves get together and have a relationship. Oh, it's like infinity, right? It's two whole people coming together. And for those of you, the infinity symbol, right? It's like that 8 on its side. The same thing, right? It's forever. It's a perfect little loop-de-loo. Number 6, appreciate the contrast. I talk about this a lot. I think this is probably one of the most important things in life. In my mind, truly. But it gets lost in the shuffle for a lot of people. They see too much of it's the contrast, and then they focus on that. But the contrast is actually helps you shape what you actually want. When they behave in a funny way, when there's a third party, for example, yeah, that's definitely, I would like a relationship that's free from, it's a healthy relationship that's monogamous. Focus on what you'd like. Don't go, I'd like to be in a relationship that's free from cheating. That's not focusing on the negative by you. That's not. You're basically still putting cheating in your life. You're still keeping cheating activated. By monogamy, you're talking about a relationship where two people respect the fact that you and I are together and we're not dating anyone else. And that's just implied in a monogamous relationship. So again, focusing on what you would like to experience versus what you don't is a key. But also seeing the contrast for what it is. It's just that's definitely something I don't want in my relationship. I'm going to focus on what's the opposite of that, right? Some cheating, monogamy is the opposite of that, right? How about someone that's not available, right? So someone that's available and actually wants to spend time with me and can spend time with me and has availability to spend time with me, right? That's the opposite of someone who's always working, a workaholic, never around. So instead of saying, I want to be with someone who's not a workaholic, which a lot of us do, say, I'd like to spend time with someone that has availability for me, wants to spend time with me. That is a key, huge difference for a lot of people that they don't understand, is we always try to focus on the opposite. I want somebody that's not cheating on me, or I want somebody that's that understands cheating's wrong, but it's like you're still focusing on cheating. You're still talking about cheating. Hello, we're still here. I thought you wanted a relationship without that. Well, I do. Well, you keep saying it. Oh, you're right. Yes. So again, work on that because that's huge. And contrast offers us an opportunity to, again, evaluate. And it's great. Just focus on what's the opposite of that. That's all. Don't get lost on the fact that you had a moment of contrast. It's very helpful. It's going to happen. It should happen. You should experience contrast during your manifestation. Let's say that is a pretty solid rule. So when it happens, don't get upset about it. It's okay. It's supposed to happen. It is to help you focus better on what it is you do want. Sometimes, it's in the absence of what we don't want. It helps us figure out what we do want. Number 7, be willing to let the other person go. One of the hardest ones of all. It is that level of importance that we place on them. The fact that it's only them and only them can solve all of my woes. That level of importance actually kind of hurts the chances of the manifestation, hurts the chances with that specific person. It gets back to that putting them up on a pedestal, making them something that's so important that it separates them from you, separates them from, are you worthy to have this? Because you've created such a level of importance that it's more important than you. And now you're not worthy. If it's more important than you, then I guess you're below its level of worth, right? Or you're below its level of importance, and you're not practicing self-love. You're putting something outside of yourself. You're placing your happiness in a thing outside of yourself. A lot of bad things start to happen that prohibit us from manifesting, that are literally detractors, that literally bounce it back to you because your energy is unattractive. Your thought transmissions are sending kind of a murky, darky kind of feeling when you're not really so truly in love with them that if they want to be with someone else, third party, then I wish them all the happiness. And universe, help me come to the place where I can see that and I open myself up for love with someone else. Because when you can really come at it from that level of openness, when you can really let go of the result that much and take the importance away from the result, which is hard to do with a specific person because that's the result. Really what it is sending out love, being love, want to be in love with this person. I enjoy loving this person. If I can be with them, awesome. If I can't, okay. I wish them all the best and love in the world. I enjoy them. I'd like them to be in there. I've imagined being with them. I've imagined what a relationship is like. And if that's something that they can choose or it's in the cards or because they have a choice. A lot of people don't want to believe that. I get that. A lot of people don't want to believe that that other person has a choice, but they have a choice. So you've got to be willing to let that go. That's probably the hardest part of this whole thing. But when you can come at it from that angle, when you can love them so deeply that they can be happy with another, now you're really loving. Now you're on the right track. Doesn't mean you're going to lose them. It just means you love them that much. I don't want to put you in a cage. I don't want to hold on to you so tightly you can't get away. No, if you wish to leave, then leave. And if you wish to stay, then choose me, please. Come with me, please. Let's do this together, please. And we'll have a good time. So thank you. And of course, that's where the gratitude always comes into play too. And just thanking them for being a part of your life, for being such a wonderful expression of love that you've gotten to experience. Because no matter what, that is awesome when we can go days just feeling love, being love, enjoying love. Yeah, that's a day well spent. That's a day you'll probably remember when you get back to the other side. You'll be like, remember that one day where we were just totally in love? Yeah, that was great. Love it. Dan RadioStyle. Hope all of you enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click the little picture of my ugly mug at the end, and you can put the little bell icons, the little blinks next to the bell, and that'll actually let you know whenever I put out new videos. I'll give you that alert. And outside of that, if you could, please thumbs up, comments, share, all of those things. If you enjoy supporting my channel, those are some of the most helpful things you can actually do when it comes to my channel. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all. Love you. And Dan RadioStyle will do more great shows coming your way soon. Appreciate it.